Hey guys, how you doing today? If you're a golfer, have you ever been on the golf course and things just seem to fall completely apart? You can't hit anything right. You don't understand what the heck's going on. The first thing you need to do is get back to fundamentals. And today I'm going to show you about 4 different shots and the fundamentals that go along with them. The first one we're going to talk about is the driver. Now with the driver, a lot of people overhit the ball because of the bigger club. So they think when they get that bigger club, and you see the head on this club, they see that and they want to be able to hit it as far as they can possibly hit it. Well, what people don't realize is the club will do most of the work for you. All you have to do is just let the club do the work. So what you want to do to start out, you want to get your grip solid. And a lot of people hold it with the baseball background. They'll hold it just like in standard form. So their grip will be really weak. Now what they want to do, what this causes, is your ball, when you hit it, you're going to come across it. And it's going to put side spin off to the right, or if you're left-handed, off to the left, which will send your ball screaming one way or the other. So what you want to do first is with your grip, you want to roll your lead hand over to where it's a little bit uncomfortable on top of the club. And then to set up next, you want to bring this hand in and put this thumb right in the concave of your hand and wrap your hand around. Some people like to interlock the fingers, so you can see there. But what I usually do is just put my finger over top, because for me it's uncomfortable to interlock. But either way, whatever's comfortable for you guys. Now the next thing you want to do is, if you're having trouble with the ball going away from you when you hit it, you want to close your club face in a little bit, like this. So when you set it up to the ball, the club face is closed a little bit. If it's going too far to your inside, then you want to open it up just a little bit. And then the next thing you want to do is just place the ball directly between your two feet, and keep this leg on your backswing down flat on the ground. What that'll do is it'll keep your balance and all your weight balanced straight down, so that when you come through, you're not off balance and you come right back to where you were. Now when you do your backswing, you want to bring it up, and for people that aren't used to the golf club, you want to bring it just a little bit up, as long as wherever it's comfortable to where you can keep this arm straight. And when you come back through, you want to keep your hands, and you want to bring your hands right back to where they started from. And that'll keep you going straight on the driver. And then just take a nice easy swing. You don't have to kill it. Some people really kill it. All you have to do is just a nice easy swing. Next step, once we're out in the fairway, we're out there a little ways, we'll grab our approach club. So say we're about 150 out, we'll grab either a 7 or 8 iron, or some people will use a 6 from there, depending on how far you can hit the ball. Now on your approach shot, you're going to have a shorter club. So what you're going to have to do is bend your knees a little bit more, get down, same grip, same backswing fundamentals, same foot stance, keep that front foot flat on the ground, and then you just want to keep your eye completely on the ball, because what we're going to do, this ball is going to be laying flat on the ground instead of up on the tee like we were on the tee box. So when you bring that club back, you're just going to keep your eyes right on that ball all the way through, and then come out of it. And that's the most important thing, and I even have trouble with this sometimes, is keeping my head down and keep my head in the same place. If you notice, when I take my backswing, my head never moves. Now, of course, I'm doing this because I'm thinking about it, but a lot of times when you're out on the golf course, you stop thinking about it. And that's what we want to get you back to. We want to get you back to remembering all these things that I'm telling you while we're on the golf course, so we can keep it all together. As soon as we start going away, we got to start thinking about, where am I going wrong? What am I forgetting that CJ told me? So, once we get there, a lot of times we'll be on the green or off the green. If we're off the green a little bit, we'll be chipping or pitching. Now with this, your stance is going to be a little bit different. So So what I usually do is I'll usually close my feet up a little bit and I'll angle this foot out a little bit. So that way I'm going to be more using this back shoulder than I would during my normal swing when I'm doing this. So, and what we're going to do, instead of, usually we break our wrist here and come back down through, what we're going to do, we're going to keep that completely straight. When we keep that completely straight and you focus on coming down on the ball in order to get that backswing, if we're getting it up in the air, if we're just gonna chip it up there, we want it to run a little bit, we'll use a bigger club, but you're going to use the same swing for all these. Now, like I said before, if you want a little bit of backspin on it, then you want to get a more angled club. So you'll go with like a sand wedge, one of your wedges. If we want it to bump and run a little bit, what I usually use is an 8-iron. I've come to start using more clubs than that, but I would just start with an 8-iron and just start putting it like you would a normal putt. Alright, so what we're going to do, once we get set up here, and this, with the grip, it's a little bit different. I don't interlock. I just bring it straight here. So, and it's a little bit weaker. So what we're going to do, we'll just come straight through. That's exactly how you want it, just like that. But you got to be careful here, very careful, that you're not going to pull your head at all, because you're only hitting it just a little bit. So you don't want to, if you pull your head at all, that ball's going to go straight off to the left. So you're going to come down on the ball, let it guide right up to the hole. Now that we're on the green, we're going to finish up. So what we do with the putter, now a lot of people use a standard putter, and this is what you'll probably use if you're just starting out or if you're used to a normal putter. I have a thicker grip on here than normal. You can see it's pretty thick, so it's comfortable in my hands. It helps me keep my hands straight. But what you want to do with your putt, you want to line it up, figure out how hard you're going to have to hit it, see what the break of the green is, and you'll get that over time. It's hard to teach how to eyeball the greens, but you'll figure that out. And then take a couple practice swings and see how hard you want to hit that ball. Now, once you get ready to hit it, there's a line. There's usually a line on most putters, and I'm sure you can see the 3 lines that I have here. The middle one is where I want to line the ball up. So what I do, I get my feet closer together. I'll put the ball a little bit towards my front foot, because most of your putters have a little bit of an angle on them, and you want to lean that putter just a little bit. And then what I usually do to keep my grip and everything tight in here, I usually lock this elbow down on my hip. You see, Jack Nicklaus was very famous for this and keeping his putt straight. And what you want to do, you just want to take a nice easy backswing, a nice easy forward swing, and let that ball just coast where you wanted to hit it. Alright? If you guys keep those things in mind, you should have a better idea of what you're doing wrong on the golf course, and hopefully this will help you in the future. But just to review what we went over our driver, everything that went along with that, our approach shot, which is a little bit different because the ball's down on the ground, and you can back this thing up to review those steps. And then we went over our pitch shot to get us on the green, and then we went over our putting to finish up. So good golfing to you guys, and hopefully you have a better time out there than I do most of the time. Thanks.